Have you ever found yourself in a situation where a little secret could change everything? I'll go first. So, it was my sister's wedding day, and she had chosen this new venue that had been getting rave reviews. Little did they know, I had given them a scathing 1-star review just weeks before. I showed up, dressed to the nines, expecting to enjoy the day with family. Instead, I was immediately seated next to the head chef, Tom, a guy who had no idea who I was. As the appetizers were served, I overheard Tom bragging to the event coordinator about his culinary genius and how the critics basically worshipped them. I couldn't help but stifle a laugh, considering I had called their food bland and uninspired in my review. They probably figured I was just another wedding guest, someone to be catered to without much thought. Midway through the cocktail hour, I listened as Tom dissed an old family recipe of ours, saying traditional Italian was outdated. I raised an eyebrow, holding back my ire. It was one of those moments where you really want to say something, but the wedding atmosphere is too cheerful. As if that wasn't enough, the wedding planner soon approached me, mistaking me for a +1. "Just make sure your job as a guest is to enjoy the food," she said, glancing at Tom with admiration. I bit my tongue, knowing how not so enjoyable the food really was. As dinner was served, I took a few bites and grimaced. The chicken was overcooked and dry. The pasta was stuck together and flavorless. The wedding guests around me seemed to be chowing down blissfully unaware, while I could barely choke it down. Now, right before the speeches, disaster struck. The DJ announced that Tom would be coming to say a few words. He strutted up, completely oblivious, and started gloating about their prestigious reputation, and how they would even be featured in a local magazine soon. At this point, I couldn't hold it in any longer. Excuse me, Tom," I said, standing up, my heart racing. "I think your 1-star review should have prepared you to stay humble." Silence fell like a curtain in the room. My sister shot me a panicked look, and Tom froze, mouth agape. It was the only sound you could hear, the collective gasp of everyone in the room, realizing the critic had been sitting next to the chef the entire evening. Tom stammered, You're the food critic. But you looked so normal." You could practically see the gears turning in his head as he struggled not to whimper.